Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jessie.
And welcome to our show.
And Nameless Production.
And you can find us every week on Sunday at 8 p.m. PST or on barefootradio.com. The best time of the week is now.
Oh, that's a good one. She is correct.
Are you ready? For Nameless!
Fairy queens, cooler than you are made. Your earhole seductions, here's the Nameless Productions. For your earhole seductions, here's the Nameless Productions. For your earhole seductions.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Jessie.
And welcome to our show.
Nameless.
And today's episode, we are going to show you guys behind the scenes of a super special event that goes on every single year in Ventura, California called
Surf Rodeo.
We got to go out there, and we'll tell you a little bit about that a little later. But first, we want to talk to you guys about that new Redheads song.
Yes.
And that video.
Has everybody heard it?
Have you heard it? Have you seen it? What do you guys think?
So, one, sounds like Redheads.
Definitely sounds like Redheads.
Two, it is a remake of a song that they put their own twist on. They admitted that before they released it. So anybody who's like, oh, I heard this song before. Duh.
Yeah, they changed up the words, they put their own sound into it, they made it theirs. And I love it, everything, except...
Yeah, I got beef with the video.
What's up with this video, and what's up with that white van and not having a black Impala?
If you sing the lyrics, my black Impala goes 85, you damn well can't sit in a white van.
And it looks creepy.
A creeper van.
A creeper van.
You didn't even get an Impala.
We love you guys, but when you guys had to not go to the San Diego concert, so you guys went and recorded that video. By the way, guys, we still haven't heard anything about the San Diego dates at all. So we here in California, we're just in limbo, and we don't get to watch them.
We have tickets to Redheads.
Yeah.
We don't have a new date for the show that we're supposed to go to at Petco, right?
Yeah.
But we do have the individual Dirty Sisters flags out there. There are 2 different ones floating around. So there are some girls passing them out for free. And if you don't find those people, go to dirtysisters.org and you can snag your own right now.
Yeah. They're up there. I believe there's still like 60 of them left. It's really cool to have your own flag where whatever that you meet at these shows, they can sign it, and it's a really cool memorabilia thing. Jessie and I have been getting ours signed everywhere that we go. Obviously, it hasn't been at Redheads shows, but we get to go to all kinds of shows because that's what our job is. But dang, it sucks. It's definitely disappointing that we haven't gotten to see Redheads, and especially because they're playing new music, and that makes me sad. So.
Because we could have had some of that.
Yeah.
Eventually we will.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We are looking forward to when we get our turn. But for all of you guys, we're super stoked.
Today is Red Rocks Day.
Yeah.
And we're not there.
No, and Red Rocks is kind of a sore thumb for Jessie. So it's like one of these days we're going to go to Red Rocks and we're going to make up for it. And
I have my redo.
Yeah, it wasn't this year. And anyways, Jessie was in no shape or form this time to go out there either. So,
no, I've been sick since
last year.
Red Rocks.
Yeah, since last Red Rocks, Jessie's been up and down, up and down. Next year is hopefully our year to go back and make it a big thing.
We'll be there.
Until then, we will move it along.
Okay, so she said we're not that sad about not having Redheads shows because we go to shows all the time. One of the places that we go to shows is down in San Diego, specifically Ocean Beach, San Diego, California, and United States. They have all kinds of shows. They have the holding company and Winston's are right around the corner from each other. They have like constant reggae shows almost every night of the week. Huntington and Long Beach kind of have that same vibe.
They have reggae Saturdays at Seesaw and then reggae Sundays at Sea Legs.
Yes.
And
there's like Tiki Bar. I think
the Tiki Bar and Di Piazza's. You've been to a couple ones without me as well.
So it's all these places where we can go bing, 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 and just get endless music all the time for like, $15 or less or free. But we went up to Ventura, and I always joke to Melissa, I'm like, man, people from beach towns are fucking weird. Okay? They're weird. They love their little town so much
that they don't think there's anything else. They don't need anything else.
Everything that they could possibly need, they have and can tell you what street it's on.
Yeah.
And the best deal for you to get, and they expect you to know where that street is, know their
And you're
town.
like, oh wait, I'm not from here. And they're like, oh.
Cinco de Mayo episode was one of the ones where we were tacos, and I was just like, fuck your little town, I'm in San Diego. So you're like, okay, well, I don't specifically know where I am, but I know what general county I'm in.
Yes.
So earlier in the week, we were recording Surf Rodeo behind the scenes. We were invited up to one of their meetings.
Yeah.
Up at headquarters, they have a headquarters, kind of like our studio.
It's a really cool place. It's a clubhouse, and it is literally
magical.
Huge and magical, and it's like how Jessie and I like make things here. That's what they did. Their whole clubhouse is things that were made and that they put together and that they like built, and it was super cool.
Beth is going to make an introduction to some people.
Yeah,
hey,
so we have to give it to him.
I have a few friends, Jessie and Melissa. They actually have a podcast which is called Nameless, and I invited them up here to get filming of behind the scenes of Surf Rodeo. All I've done for the last 6 months is talked about Surf Rodeo. Actually, her dad was a beef jerky vendor and swords in one of the surf rodeos that we had many moons ago.
I've worked Surf Rodeo.
So I really wanted to combine two of my favorite worlds, and this is them colliding, and it's blowing my mind, and I'm really excited. This is Jessie and this is Melissa. So do you guys want to talk about your podcast really quick?
Basically what we want to do for you guys is we want to show all the hard work and dedication that goes into putting on such an amazing event. You guys put so much time into it that you guys get together so many times and have meetings, and we want to shine the light on you guys and what you guys do.
We're on Facebook, A Nameless Production. We're on Instagram, A Nameless Production. We also have Dirty Sisters, which is a reggae-based organization. DirtySisters.org, BarefootRadio.com, Filthy Bros, and Patreon. We have a Patreon as well. What else, Beth?
I think that's about it.
She thinks that's it.
We have a website. It's dirtysisters.org.
Okay, this is the fun part. So over the years, we realized that a lot of people work their ass off, and I enjoy giving out a ring to certain people who just work their ass off or help contribute and all that. And again, there's no particular order on how we do this, but we just do it. This ring goes out to somebody who started out as a sponsor. I traded a hat with this gentleman, and his whole company has gotten behind Surf Rodeo. It's the most expensive hat trade I ever did. But he's become a friend. But he does support us like a mofo. I'm nervous. I'm giving you a ring. It's like getting married, dude. Thank you, Jason.
Sorry, I was talking.
So busted. But wait, there's more. We've done 2 in a night before. We're going to do it again. Let's mess with this guy, too. Ready, Mickey? Went with us to Texas. He's been around doing, just grinding it, but he doesn't need to do that stuff. And I saw him on a Christmas tree lot. Had no idea that I was working the Christmas tree lot. And I saw him, and he walked up and he wrote a check to the Christmas tree lot to buy a couple of trees for families that needed a tree. So that shows this guy's character, and I'll just never forget that. Besides all the stuff that he's done for Surf Rodeo. I mean, he's just a giver, and he's a wonderful guy. Gary, get your ass up here, mofo. Give me your pinky. Love you, man. You guys, an amazing band's gonna play music for us. Diego is a good friend of mine, and the Zepheads are gonna be rocking. So please give it up for the Zepheads. And there will be a Surf Rodeo as well. And you can do your thing, right?
You go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know who you are and the name of your band and anything that you want to let us know.
All right, well, I'm Diego Garcia. I'm the singer for the Zepheads.
My name's Ken DeVoe. I play drums.
Yeah, and Paul Dawkins isn't here. He left without being able to be in the interview. And then Stan Taylor. He's our guitar player. Stan Taylor's our keyboardist, bassist.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've just been around playing Zeppelin music. We love Zeppelin music. We do it because we love it. And been doing it for about the last 10 years. And yeah, it's great. We just love doing it.
So do you guys play like locally around?
Well, for obvious reasons, people haven't been playing a lot.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. But we were looking for a drummer. And as you can imagine, finding a drummer that can play Led Zeppelin it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
And our bass player, Stan, said that he knew Ken. So he brought Ken in. And it's kind of a little funny story here, but brought Ken into the jam room and he started playing, and right off the bat he could play like, what was it, like 4 songs, something like 4 or 5 songs?
Yeah, we started some stuff off Presence of.
Yeah.
Then, I forget.
Physical graffiti.
Yeah, physical graffiti. Yeah.
Walked in as I got it.
Oh, here I got this.
Yeah, and he just started
You don't think
playing.
you can find somebody?
felt pretty
Here?
good.
Yeah.
We stumbled through it, but the bones were right there. You know, like, wow, this has a lot of potential. And just within a few weeks, we already had started having a catalog of about 15, 20 songs. And now now it's to like 40 or 50 songs,
Well,
something like that.
After 10 years, you know, right?
Well, he's only been in the band for what?
About 6 months.
About 6 months.
Oh, dang.
This was our first show.
This is my first show with you
with
guys.
him.
Oh, well, you guys did awesome.
You guys
And I
did
got to
amazing.
visit it. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm glad we were here. They said you've never been here, or you have been here?
Oh,
You
I've
never
been
have.
here. He
Okay,
hasn't.
you've
I've
never
been
been here
here.
before. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys sounded really good. I
Thank you.
Well, thank
didn't
you.
know that it was the first time playing together.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I play a lot of guitar. I play acoustic guitar in the Ventura Harbor every weekend. So.
Oh, okay.
So here's the funny part of the story. When Stan brought him over, I'm looking at him and thinking, God, I know this guy from somewhere. So have you guys been to the Copa, the 805? It's a restaurant in the harbor.
No.
I have a side hustle
It's
that I
right near
do.
the ice cream parlor.
Yeah, we're not from out here, so we don't even know. But ice cream sounds good.
Well,
Just all remember now.
I have a group of friends that sometimes we get together and we go there, and they have different musicians playing there every weekend. But he was like one of the staples there, and he would be playing, and I would always look and say, man, that guy's pretty talented. He plays guitar, he sings.
Yeah.
And then I sang, and then Stan said, well, you've seen him at the harbor before, and I said, then it clicked, and then that's when I really had more respect for him, because not only does he sing and play guitar, but he can also play the drums.
Yeah. So you're all
cool.
around
Thanks,
man,
man.
huh?
Yeah.
I
Pretty cool.
love it, man.
Yeah.
And his attitude is phenomenal. So that's the best part. He's a really
Thanks,
easygoing guy and
You seem happy.
fit right in.
I am. I'm very happy.
That's nice. People don't say that easily.
Yeah,
Right?
Led Zeppelin's music is some of the greatest music ever written. You know,
Yeah.
one of the greatest rock bands of all time. It's an honor to play this music. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you guys practice?
Usually once a week.
Once a week at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're starting to ramp up and play more often. We're playing at the Twist. Do you guys know that?
No.
Okay, so it's right on Main Street right here. We're playing this Saturday at the Twist.
Okay.
In Ventura.
In Ventura, California.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're playing the Surf Rodeo, and then we're
Okay.
playing the Ventura County Fair, and then we're playing a couple other bars farther inland in Ventura. So a couple people here already hit me up saying, I'm going to have you go play at this place over here, and so they already want.
Oh,
so
that's
really
awesome.
Good.
Yeah, like for you guys saying today was the first time playing somewhere together officially, like that got the ball rolling. I can already imagine there would be a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it worked out.
I'm all, yeah.
What day are you guys playing at Surf Rodeo?
Saturday.
Saturday the 16th. So have you guys been to Surf Rodeo before?
I've never been.
Yeah,
I'm always
you never
working.
have. Okay.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
We've played probably 5 rodeos now.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
5 or 6.
I didn't realize it.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
We learn something new every day.
So we work together.
Yes. And it's really exciting. I didn't know there hasn't been one since 2019, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because of the COVID.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's actually been 3 years since there's been one. That
Yeah.
skipped you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
I think the first one we played was in 2014.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Something like that. Yeah.
So are you going to be on top of the bar?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like
so
on
I'm
the
excited.
bar.
Yeah, on the bar. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be there because everybody's going to be drinking, wanting to get drinks. So what
Yeah.
better stage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So
Yeah. That's really
you got
cool.
everybody's attention.
So what is what are you most excited about for Surf Rodeo?
Well, I mean, JD and I and this whole Surf Rodeo family, we've been friends for 30 plus years.
Okay.
You know, we all grew up in the same area. We all lived here in Pierpont. So to see them, I mean, we went to the very first surf rodeos that JD put together.
Yeah.
You know, so to see how he's developed it and brought it up, just to be in that whole group is
Yeah.
great, and it's a privilege to be with them and to help them. We donate a lot of our time and money and help develop this thing. So I'm really proud of what he's done.
So was there ever a time that you looked at me and you go, oh man, really this? Because I mean, he's an idea guy. He has all kinds of ideas to do all this different stuff. Like you're just always, let's do it. Whatever the idea is, let's do it.
I mean, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you follow that?
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah. I completely agree. Yeah.
The world is full of dreamers. I'd rather.
So you
be
guys
with a
never
dreamer.
doubted him is my
No,
question.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Not
that's
at all.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good way to work
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So you do cover songs. Do you guys have original songs?
You know, it's funny that you say that because Paul, the last time we rehearsed, Paul and I started talking about that and about starting to develop some originals, which I think would be great.
Yeah.
I have lots of original songs.
And I think you
I was
guys
gonna
would
say, 'cause
definitely
if
be
you
able to do
play-
it. Yeah.
Acoustic.
You probably have written
So that's-
songs.
Yeah, I'm going to be putting out an album this summer.
Oh,
Of
that's
all my
awesome.
originals. Yeah. I play all the instruments. Bass,
Okay.
drums, guitar, everything.
This is the
Dang.
very first cover band I've ever been in. I've been playing music since I was in high school. And
Okay.
It's always been original music. It's a lot more on the heavier side.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started playing Zeppelin music, and I fell in love with it. I didn't think I would,
Yeah.
because I was always like, why would anybody play cover songs?
Really?
Oh, but you're playing Zeppelin. I mean,
Yeah, I'd much rather just play Zeppelin songs than do like a whole bunch of different bands.
right? Yeah.
And that's cool because people like it. I
Yeah.
mean, people love Zeppelin, so
Yeah, I
you're not going wrong.
Yeah.
I think everyone likes Led Zeppelin, but I don't hear too many people just say the fact that they were great songwriters. Like they're really brilliantly composed songs. you know?
Right.
And which is important for
I
a
just
great
said
band.
this about someone on the way here.
Yeah.
Literally that exact sentence. Oh, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Really?
I'm like, whoa. I had a deja vu.
Because Jimmy Page is so flashy and Robert Plant is such a great singer and a great drummer and bass player, but like they really are the really, really great songs. Man.
Yeah.
That's important. Man.
No, I love Zeppelin. I've always probably since I was like 13.
Said
So,
you dug me, said you
yeah.
want
You played that song tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
And so you guys play all the music, so I'm like, wait, tell me all the things. Do you have albums? Are you on the internet? Can people find it? Or is it...
Yeah.
Are you on Spotify? Are you guys on anything?
We're zeppheadsmusic.com.
Okay,
You can
okay.
have stuff there, and they can listen to different recordings that we've done.
That's
all
fun.
Zeppelin stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's got albums that he's put out, and I have albums from my old bands that I've put out. You know, and but yeah, we could share all that stuff. With
Yeah, that's cool.
You can see some of my original acoustic stuff on Kenny DeVoe Music on YouTube.
Kenny DeVoe Music.
Yeah, DEVOE, Kenny
Okay.
DeVoe Music, yeah.
Perfect. Well, Jessie has questions. Did we already ask those questions? No.
Well, I mean, we did. I asked about the music. I asked about upcoming stuff, and you have a lot of upcoming stuff. I want to know my personal question that I ask everybody. If you guys could be an animal, what animal would you be?
A raven.
A raven?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all. I've never heard that. That's super awesome.
A manta ray.
A manta ray.
That's
That's pretty
Those
cool.
are
So
my
I haven't
favorite.
heard any of these. These are good ones. Why?
Well, I like to fly for one thing, but I don't know. Ravens are cool. They're just black and they're solid and they're big and they travel in pairs too, and they're just really cool. I like them.
They're really smart.
Yeah.
Ravens are one
Really
of the
smart,
smartest
yeah.
birds. They use tools.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of things about ravens.
Jessie knows a lot of things about a lot of things. And then why you?
When I was really, well, not really young, but in my early 20s, I started scuba diving, and I was on a trip in Cozumel, and we were scuba diving, and you couldn't see the manta rays because they were kind of buried under the sand, and it was like a shelf, and I was dove in. I guess I got too close, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know, 200 manta rays just started going like this, and the sand just started moving, and I was swimming with them, and then all of a sudden they went like this, because it was a really deep shelf.
Oh, dang.
And I just thought, and then I just ended up floating right up on top of it, and I just thought it was the most amazing thing, and I just fell in love with the animals. I have this big.
So you connected with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you connected with them in the ocean, and that's why you have that spirit with you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time
really
I see them, they're awesome.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
I like it. You kind of have to dive into yourself to answer it. You have to take your personal traits or something that you value in yourself that you would take into another body.
Right on.
It's one of my favorites.
Nice.
Yeah.
You get to know people more asking that question than you do asking them about themselves.
Like, tell me something about yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're like,
my favorite color is green, and you're like, that doesn't
so
fucking
then
help.
you go
That doesn't help
psychological
me,
into
right?
somebody's head.
That's not personal enough.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
Well,
nah.
Thanks
we're
a lot
gonna
for having
end
us.
this.
Appreciate
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we will be there Saturday at Surf Rodeo.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, to enjoy it and
Yeah.
rock out with you guys.
But Saturday, you're on the best day.
Yes.
Hello,
Hi, I'm Jessie,
the editor.
the editor.
I'm
JD. Oh shit, messed that one up.
Hi,
And action.
I'm Jessie, the editor.
I'm JD, the Surf Rodeo dude.
And I'm just Melissa.
Yes, and we are here. This is JD, and we were lucky enough to come out and eavesdrop on their meeting. Surf Rodeo is coming up, and he is the guy who knows all the things about everything.
I don't know everything, but I know a few things. I have a lot more to learn.
Oh, that makes you a smart person. The
No, that
smarter
makes me
you
a
are,
humble person.
the smarter you
Humble
are,
as
the
well.
more you admit, the less you know.
It's true. No, for real. I have a lot to learn, but that's what's great about life and surf rodeos and stuff. Like, there's so much more and many layers to do better.
Okay, so Surf Rodeo, what we've learned so far, started in 1997.
Yep.
It was, the first 5 years was just open to the community. There weren't tickets or anything. The bigger it gets, the more you have to get involved, get insurance, sell tickets, get vendors. Does it blow your mind thinking about how it started to what it is right now?
What you're saying is that because of growth
Yes.
and whatever we're doing, you're right. We start out and we want to be small and just do cool stuff and draw people and everything. And we run out of money and lose money, which we did a lot. We're really good at that. We have to have some kind of revenue. So by charging X amount for people to come in, buy a beer, beautiful bands on the sand, we've done that. And the more revenue that we might make, the more we can put on the beach and have better bands. So that's what we've done.
So basically, the revenue that you make goes back into making Surf Rodeo happen. So you guys sell the tickets, and that money goes into, or
Yes.
Okay.
I spend like a drunken sailor.
Okay, I do as well.
Yeah.
I don't, screw you
I'm always
guys.
like, yeah, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
And you just hope for the best, right?
Yeah, I do.
It always works out.
Honestly, it always works out, and shit, it happens, and things are big, and things like this. You know, I mean, it started out small. Now it's so huge that, I mean, you've got hundreds of people volunteering to help out. You've got, you know,
thousands of people coming in, like families and spending time. You've got people coming from all over the world to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't start out that way. Did you think it was going to be that big?
No. I almost fight to make sure that it has a soulful feeling and that it stays small in the regard of our community and our people. Growth is great, and bigger sponsors, everything coming in is great. But I always want to keep it, earthy and connected with my boys, my girls, my
Like
crew.
to the heart of it, like
Totally,
where, yeah.
No, I mean, if it was at one point a fight to grow, then it's also a fight to stay grounded.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's very clear talking to everybody so far, just today, that it never lost a sense of community.
Very
And
important.
That's how it started, and it has continued on the whole way through. Okay, so specifically, what is your job title?
Mine?
Yeah. What are your jobs?
Mine?
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
You just do everything, or you're just like that guy?
Crazy ideas.
Yeah, no.
Right?
You're the idea and that guy. Oh, that's me too. Me too.
I do everything anything and everything to help make Surf Rodeo better. And then
Writes the checks.
my happiest place to be, like meetings or stuff like that. It's all important.
Yeah.
Everything's important. Nothing's too big or too small. But I truly love being doing the work part where we're just doing labor.
Yeah.
And then I'm not talking to anybody or just a small group.
Bullshitting.
And we're just schlepping stuff.
Yeah.
Hay bales or whatever. I like to do that.
So
I
is
like
this
that.
what you do for your profession, or do you do something else? Like,
I'm an entrepreneur.
okay. So all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we know very well.
Yeah.
So.
Same.
No, I own a thrift store. That's
Okay.
a year-round business, and it supports a Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
I made a movie, and
What kind
About?
of movie?
it was about a stolen surfboard,
Okay.
and it was a big journey to make the movie,
Uh-huh.
and I'm proud of it, and it was hard work. I don't know if I ever want to do another one.
Where could we
Yeah.
find it? Is there somewhere we could find it if we
I think
wanted
you
to
can
watch
get it on
it?
Netflix or
What's it
something
called?
like that. It's called Endless Bummer.
Endless Bummer.
Yeah, and it's based on a true story. A surfboard got stolen from me in Ventura, and the guy who stole it took off to the valley with it, and we found the license plate by luck,
Oh, dang.
and then we went that night to the valley to get the board back.
Dang.
Yeah,
Epic.
yeah.
I want to watch it. I am excited.
Endless Bummer. Okay.
Endless Bummer.
So you do Surf Rodeo. You're an entrepreneur. You have a thrift store supporting Boys and Girls Club.
You direct movies.
Just wrote one movie.
You wrote the movie.
I wrote
I'm not
a
a
book.
director. You did?
I mean, I wrote one book. Yeah. So
See?
I mean.
And I wrote one movie.
Hello.
He has a band too.
Oh, and you have a band.
Yeah.
So what is your band's name?
My band's name is called Raging Arm and the Redheads.
Okay.
And we have one or two albums, like a live album and a studio album.
Okay.
And we're just like a local band, and now we have 2 studio albums and 1 live album.
Okay, cool.
Who is the redhead?
Well, we all started, it was a joke, a drunken idea, and then we said, all right, we'll be Raging Arm and the Redheads, because you're a redhead, I'm a redhead. And then as the band kind of evolved, a couple of redheads bounced out and stuff. No, I didn't. But, and we've been in that for 30 years.
That's crazy. That's really, really cool. And you guys are going to be playing at Surf Rodeo?
Saturday.
Okay. So Saturday the 16th.
Yeah.
With entrepreneuring, you have Surf Rodeo, you have thrift store. What are your goals?
Oh.
Do you have large goals, small goals, personal goals, business goals?
You know what? Maybe like when I was younger, I thought maybe I had big aspirations and stuff. But now I just realize if you do a couple things that are within your grasp, that maybe that's good enough. Surf Rodeo is enough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
enough.
content.
To a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I want to go to a wave park and like in Palm Springs or whatever,
Yeah.
which I'm doing in Texas.
Yeah.
So I want to always challenge myself.
Right.
So if that means growth, I guess I still want to grow.
Okay, so
Like,
you
I
want
don't
to move Surf Rodeo to other places as well?
A little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I
Got
want
it.
more challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep challenging myself every single day. We go hard. You know, we just started doing this less than 2 years ago.
So what advice would you have for people like us who are more at the beginning of our journey of doing epic shit?
Well, you're meeting great people, and so you get inspiration from them.
Yes.
Right. Don't over challenge yourself. You're like, don't try to do this, that, and everything else. Just accomplish cool stuff. Make sure you do that right.
Right.
And then you're happy about that. And then on to the next one after that.
Okay.
Like, don't try to we gotta do this.
Yeah.
We did start out that way.
Sometimes we get caught up because we have a lot of ideas. Like you were saying earlier, you're like the idea guy. How I started off with this is I'm like, I just have all these ideas.
So I got involved by watching her spew these ideas and then going, but you didn't do any of them.
Yeah, because
Here I did it.
I'm literally just one person. You
Yeah.
need an army to make things big happen.
Yeah.
Just like you couldn't do all of this by yourself, you know? I mean, you have an army of people behind you who are pushing you to do what you're doing because you see them thriving.
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, these people are my friends,
Yeah.
and it's very important. They give a lot to Surf Rodeo, and it might be for their business, ulterior motive, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
but they give their best, so I'm going to give my best.
Yeah, your friends trust you so much to stand behind you and go with your ideas and to flourish with you in it because, I mean, man, that's some really good friendship.
Probably because they trust that I will do everything.
I respect that a lot.
You know who your little people that are going to promise you something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And
then
it's
don't get mad.
You know, and we're learning that. It's like, okay, we know we can do things on our own. It's really nice to have that extra hands,
Yeah.
but if it's not there, then we're going to make it happen anyway. It's cool to see, you know, that somebody who started off with a small idea, it turned into something so amazing and big, and that gives us hope too.
Which goes back to the core of it. Goes
Yeah.
back to the root. Keep that genuine, the grounded part.
Yeah,
Build that.
like a huge foundation.
Yeah, slowly. You don't have to do it overnight.
That's what we would say, go big and go home, where you...
She's a thinker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. Keep thinking.
Okay.
One more question. We have one more question.
Yeah.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be? My favorite question.
Maybe an elephant. You know why? Because they seem so nice
They are nice.
and gentle, and they
But
let people
but they-
hop on for a ride.
But they will attack if they need to.
And they
you
remember
know?
everything.
And you know, they will take
Don't
care of their
piss
people.
off the elephant.
They will take care of their people.
Yeah, elephants remember if you ever do them wrong, but they also remember when you do them right as well.
Memory like an elephant.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us crash your meeting today and inviting us into this entire Surf
Yeah.
Rodeo world.
You're welcome,
And giving
you
us,
guys.
this
Thank
opportunity
you.
was
Thank
amazing.
you very much.
Yeah.
No, it's been a pleasure.
And everybody was so kind, so welcoming, and so happy, and so proud of Ventura.
Yeah.
And one of the things I always am just like, man, it's such like, it blows my mind. You go into Ventura and it's just Ventura, Ventura, Ventura. They're all about Ventura and the community. And we're Dirty Sisters. We're trying to bring all of these little communities like that together.
Yeah. I was going to say, so we'll fast forward real quick to as we're leaving, and then we'll go back to the actual event itself. We realized something, guys. We realized something.
We did. Well, you know, we'll put our foot in our mouth or whatever as we need to. But we drove up there using the 101 freeway. And we're from California, so we say the before freeways.
We say a lot of weird things.
Then from headquarters, Surf Rodeo headquarters, we went to Beth's house. And she was Beth Hummer, who was a friend of ours that we met from a former podcast we all used to listen to. She hosted us at her house and let us spend the night because we drove very far away. It's about a 2.5-hour drive.
Right. Beth took us to her house after the interviews.
Which was a drive.
A different direction.
So when we went to leave Ventura, we were in a different little town than when we got to Ventura. So when we punched in the home address, we trusted the GPS.
Blindly trusted the GPS.
Blindly.
Literally. I literally did because Jessie has to look on her. I'm like, I don't know. I just pushed my address, my favorites, my address. Because number one, don't ever put home in your GPS. Because somebody steals your car, then now they know where you live too. We're driving,
and she's going,
I'm like, this isn't right.
I don't remember this at
all.
all. And at one point, she goes, where are we? And I said, we're still on the freeway. There's a freeway
and
sign.
And it keeps saying, like,
you're on the highway.
Yeah, but we're not. Like, it was literally like, there were fruit stands and there were
fireworks
I felt
stands,
like fireworks stands,
gas stations, Taco Bell.
And where we live, there are not fireworks stands. Like I literally felt, she kept saying, I feel like we're in like Montana or something, because it was just so different.
It felt like a completely different state.
And I'm like, is it taking us the wrong way? Like, what is happening? So I'm like, Jessie, look at it in your phone and make sure that we're going the right way. Blindly trust your GPS. Like, you are trusting a machine.
It's a robot.
A robot to get you home. And like, you have to put all of your trust in it. And I'm like,
if you don't
I was glad she was in the car to try, to check it out. And I'm like, so
what
at
I
least we had
did,
two that
I look it up on my phone, and I'm like, I mean, it's telling me to go this same way as well, but I start zooming in and looking, and I'm like, we're on an entirely different freeway than the way we came. So we came up on this side of the mountains. We're going back on the completely opposite side.
It was so green. It was so green going this way back up. Everything was just green and beautiful, and this is where our realization comes in, Jessie. Huh?
And then
green
fireworks
and everything.
and orchards,
it's all
and
beautiful.
Strawberries and just trees.
It's like the life.
See, and there's the beach and the weather.
So beautiful.
And then you come over this hill,
and it's gray.
Los Angeles.
Don't go into the gray.
Turn away.
Turn back. Go back to Ventura. It's so beautiful. It's so green. We just love our beach city. We understand.
You out
right into LA.
Hollywood and Burbank.
It's all gross.
And the nastiest, brownest, just
gray,
fucking weirdest transition. And I just was like,
both of us were like,
oh my gosh, what happened?
Did everything just get super like foggy and cloudy? I can't even see shit.
The ground and the sky is the same color. And so she's like, I can't have my sunglasses off because it's just bright everywhere, but when you put them on, everything turns brown.
All brown. Everything was just like, ugh.
And I'm like, that's because of the air.
It was bad, guys.
You can see the air.
You guys don't want to go to LA. I'll tell you what, if you guys come out to California for a vacation, go to like somewhere like Ventura or something, because it's freaking beautiful out there.
It was wild. So they're going from where we are in like we'll say Orange County beaches.
Yeah.
And then you have this whole section of just yuck. And then it's wonderful, beautiful Ventura. And so we understood as we were leaving.
We literally almost had a plan, like, okay, if we move there, and then we could be a part of this major event that happens every year.
Yes.
And so let us tell you guys about it.
Bow, bow, bow. Smoke break.
Go grab your bongs, pack your bowls.
Get a lighter, all your tools that you'll need. And while you take a moment to rip whatever you're ripping, Google our sponsors, Gentle Giant Digital and Wonderland Travel Plans.
And you can visit our website at dirtysisters.org.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/namelessrules.
And you can find us on Instagram at A Nameless Production.
Shout out to Barefoot Radio for having the best hour on the radio, Dirty Sisters Hour. Hey,
what up, bitches? We're back.
Enjoy the rest of your interview.
Smoke it if you got it.
I like that one. Surf Rodeo is a festival that combines music and surf contests, cornhole. It's a melting pot of everything their community has all in one giant music festival.
And it's family friendly. There is alcohol and there is the world's largest bar.
Yep.
But the world's largest beach bar, sorry.
Yeah.
But they said that it does not get out of control. It's very, family friendly. People don't get roughhouse for the most part and crazy. So I love that. Perfect.
Check one.
Exactly.
See the fake bushes that worked on me.
Right. So what happened, we have a lot of stuff. We cleaned this up for a woman who just passed away. Her name was Mo. That's why this is the Mo-mobile, with breast cancer.
Oh, dang.
But we love her, and she would drive around the beach in her Mo-mobile.
Nice.
So birds here. So we get our blanks, and the guys all shape boards, and then we put the sponsors' names on them, and there you go. So this is cool. We've got it all kind of dialed in. I'm Roy Boy.
And what do you do?
Well, I'm an architect, and I draw the site plans. I'd have to go to the city, and I go to the city manager's office, the police department, the fire department, the insurance companies, and the health department. Everybody gets a look at what we're trying to do because, they have to sign off on it.
Right.
State Beach, everybody's got to okay it.
Dang, that's awesome. So that's your job.
That's my job,
Nice.
and I love it.
Cool.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since 1999. JD helped my son get surfing lessons, and we became friends ever since. And when he said, come on down to the rodeo, which started, by the way, as a small block party at the end of Seaward, from Zephyr Court to the Wall, and there it is. I mean, this is huge.
How long did it stay there? Was it there like 10 years ago?
No. Our last one was 2019. So that was the year, 2018 was our last year at SeaWorld.
Okay.
So, but it got too big. The police couldn't control it. And for the very first time, and I don't mean to put a downer, but they said to us, we have to be aware of an active shooter from any one of these houses. Exactly. And it blew us away because it was never something that we even thought about. But they had to after the events around this country.
Yeah.
So that was a real...
What do you do about that?
They moved us to the pier where, we were faced with a reality that we couldn't, have a workaround unless we moved. So that was the deal.
So then once you guys moved, it became really big.
It became really big, and we didn't have to have beer gardens. We could just fence the whole place, and everybody could just...
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was great. So, and all the bands want to play, and now we got cornhole. I mean, it is just...
How much of the beach does it take up? Are you the architect?
I am. Oh gosh. Okay. It's a little over 400 feet of beach, and then we take 2 parking lots for all the vendors and all the folks. Because now we've got Bones for Milk, which is a skateboarding operation. They're a charity. They're a nonprofit, and helping people. So we're taking the 2 parking lots to that point. I mean, everybody really is very cool. I mean, they really are. They get with the program. We don't get a lot of crazies. Everybody, even with all the beer and everything else, and weed now, and that's crazy. Only because it's the country.
Yeah.
Because when I was in college in the 60s, if someone would have told me this is what the U.S. was going to be like with relation to weed, I would have said, really? Can I get a couple of keys of those? Come on now.
Get started.
I mean, you can go anywhere and everybody's just mellowing out. It's actually pretty cool. So there you go.
So Jessie, ask him your favorite question. Okay, yes, I would like to know. I consider this a personal question. Some people don't, but it is personal. If you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Beyond what my ex-wife used to call me?
It's psychological because you consider the traits that you appreciate the most in yourself and apply them to an animal form.
Well, I got to tell you, I do like orcas because they have this sort of I mean, they do communicate, but they work as a group.
Yes.
They're amazing animals, and they get things done. And I really like that.
So it sounds like that's what you are.
If I had, yeah, and they're bigger than me too, so they got some power.
Okay, that's a good one. I would be a tree frog, a poison dart tree frog. That's my animal. Very small, colorful, stretchy, really big eyes, and a huge mouth. And I don't want anyone to touch me. No, not like that. Like, I love hugs and stuff, but if people mess with a tree frog, they have to die because it's poisonous.
There's a price to pay.
Yes, exactly.
Don't mess with the tree frog.
So that's what I like to be. That would be mine. So you went bigger, I went smaller.
A dark frog, here you go.
Yes.
Perfect. So did you want to show us some of the things that you work on?
Yeah, these are beautiful things right here. Is what we work on. These are this year's Cornhole Bars.
Wow.
So
Pretty fancy.
every year we custom make these boards and bags. So the bags, the boards are all customized just for the tournament. 16 sets go down the beach. We have 250 teams, and it's the biggest cornhole tournament in the world on the beach. And guys come from about 32 different states and hustle and play, and big money, $5,000 goes to the winner of the big dog. A good payout in the cornhole world. There's only a couple bigger than that.
Sell boards?
We do not sell, nor we make boards for people. Every board is sponsored, and the sponsors get the boards, and we try to bring in the community, and so they can participate in the rodeo in some way, shape, or form. And then at the end, they get boards instead of bags. So it's a really good deal for any company around here that wants to get their name out. This happens to be a gym at 45.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I created this in 2014.
Okay.
I'm the first guy that everyone laughed at me when I said cornhole.
I was gonna ask, why cornhole?
Because I wanted to do a horseshoe tournament.
Ah.
He said that horseshoes will maim women and really damage kids.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's what I said was cornhole.
Yeah. Well, and I love cornhole. We have. Hello.
It's fun to play.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to practice just so I get a little better.
Because when I grew up doing horseshoe tournaments.
Yeah, we're gonna paint it silver, and then we do silver glitter, and then red glitter, and then red.
So then it'll turn out
Like that.
Like that.
I don't think we didn't do the red glitter on
How long did it take to do it?
just a few hours, but I had like 5 guys.
That's cool.
We primed them, painted them, put Mod Podge, and then we put 2 types of glitter.
I want to do the glitter jobs.
Jesse loves glitter.
Okay, well we're gonna need your help when we do the big ones.
Nice.
It almost hurts.
Yeah, I had glitter in my
It
eyes.
starts to like get all sandpapery.
A couple of my guys were like, dude, my chick's never gonna believe I wasn't at the screw. I'll take a picture.
I am Cory Knight. I have been with the Surf Rodeo for, this will be going on my 4th year. I am one of 3 to 5 main people that do any kind of building that you see with wood. We build the world's largest beach bar, and then pretty much anything you see that gets put up, that Surf Rodeo tents, Pacifico tents, anything that gets built, we are in charge of doing that. It's a lot of work. We do have a lot of volunteers. Anybody else that wants to volunteer and come and help load trucks, move stuff around, you can come down and talk to either Cory or Connor or JD. And then we'd love to have you down there, especially the week before Surf Rodeo starts coming up. We definitely need help on the beach, moving stuff around. So we'll feed you, give you drinks, whatever.
They do that.
Just need people that are hardworking, just want to have a good time and grind. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So it's the world's largest beach bar that you make.
Correct. You should see this thing. It's huge.
Oh, you're heading out.
Then we have a stage that comes off it too. There'll be bands playing there. I mean, we got multiple 3 stages. All the cornhole stuff. There's a big VIP area that we build with all these cool back walls and stuff like this.
So there'll be some cool backdrop walls that we'll build that have all, just crazy surf stuff on it. I am a ring holder.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that idea of being a ring holder.
Yeah.
I think that's really rad.
We're like that in crowd, we all do the fist pound.
Yeah.
We know because everybody wears them on their pinky, so we'll all touch. And
It's
there's
out.
so many people that are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That are doing it. This is one of them. This is Bob. He is a painter. He does all of their glitter on our Surf Rodeo stuff. There's one right there. We love glitter. She's there. We love stain. Yeah, he does our painting. He helps with building.
Are those not wood?
No, those are actually fiberglass.
Oh, dang.
They're like a wood frame with fiberglass on them. Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Hill's the master builder. He built those.
Yeah, Hill's built those.
These guys built the wooden horseshoes over here. But then we order all the glitter and all the fancy paint. We paint them up. I think you guys are going to help us glitter these guys.
I think she likes glitter.
You love
glitter. She can help.
I'm working, I promise. Okay, so if you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Wow.
I personally would be a turtle.
Yeah, why?
I got an eagle on my truck.
Your head is the eagle head. Oh no, it has a head. It was a shadow. I was like, what?
It looked like your head was the eagle. For a second.
I'm like, it's the eagle.
I specifically would be the turtle from Nemo. The like, yeah.
Oh, the surfer turtle?
Yes.
I don't know, giraffes. I've always
Yes,
oh,
me
they
too.
always love giraffes. I don't know why. Yeah, I like that. I like that fucking kick ass.
Yes, they do.
And they have other animals.
Yes,
they
they
keep
do.
an eye out.
Yes, they do. That was her reason too.
I
Yes.
don't know why I like it because I'm the same way. I kind of like to look out and make sure everybody's safe and set before I think, yeah.
Tell me who you are and
I'm
what
Michael
you do.
Racine,
Michael Racine. Okay.
and I'm a goldsmith for 50 years.
Rolls good joint.
That was like 2
So you're a goldsmith for 50 years. What do you do here for Surf Rodeo? What
I
is
make
it
the
that you
Surf
do?
Rodeo rings.
Okay. So are they anywhere? Can you show them to me?
Every other person has one on.
I don't know what they. Oh, like an actual ring? Dang, we have to see those for sure. Wow. So you make them, and what happens with them? Like everybody gets one, or you guys sell them?
Just the
or-
promoters, the people that are really doing the work behind the scenes.
Okay, so everybody kind of here, or like the
Not
people that I've
everybody.
talked to so
Not
far?
everybody.
The people that I've talked to so far that have taken me and showed me things they do, they get
They'll
one.
have a ring on.
Nice. Okay, so
It's
if they have
big
a ring on,
It's a horseshoe that says Surf Rodeo on it.
that's really cool.
And it's kind of up.
Yeah, look, he's not wearing his, but we went to Sir Hanson's house.
Do you? So you have a business of your own as well, and you make jewelry for people, like custom jewelry?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's so freaking cool out here.
I used to be right there in the livery. I put those 3 windows in. I chipped all the plaster off the outside of that building so you could see the brick.
Wow.
And then I put 3 windows in.
Dang, we're gonna have to. It's close by.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
block over.
we'll have to drive by there. Oh, that's so cool. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Because of COVID, this is their first year back. So
Yeah.
this year is a big deal.
Talking about JD, JD is such a cool person. When you meet him in person, you can already just feel his like good vibes, and you already like want to go along with what his ideas are. And it's really cool because we met all of the people that have been his friends for years and years and years, and they have all spoken so highly of him. And at one point we asked somebody, have you ever like doubted JD when he had an idea? And automatically the answer was no.
Yeah.
We got your
It's
back.
on, bro.
You want me to go play?
We heard it
will
was
hurry
serious.
up. Yeah, we will hurry up.
You guys are
There's-
not impeding on the fun. This is just as fun.
There's
Okay.
cornhole today, and we are aware that it's a big deal.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
we're
tug-
like
it's a
coming in
tug
on
of war.
everybody's
What do you
cornhole.
want to do first?
Yes.
Well, thank you for choosing us.
We will be fast.
So, can you introduce yourself and then tell us what you do?
My name is Vince Felix, and I'm one of the coordinators for the Surf Rodeo.
Okay. So what do you coordinate?
Yeah, now usually I'm more towards the surf portion of it. Like I work on the surf contest and maybe a little bit of the art stuff.
Okay. What kind of art stuff?
Well, just the motif and like maybe what we do with the surf contest theme, putting the stuff up and the art on the leaderboard. Like
What's the theme?
Well, Surf Rodeo, of course.
Yeah, well, yes.
But like, so JD usually goes with a different theme of every event. Like they use different characters, different like look, different background. So that's kind of where we go with that stuff. Like we kind of help with, he's got so much going on. We do our portion surf and then you just create it. My job, part of the surf contest, is to organize the heats.
Okay.
And to promote the surf contest.
Okay.
Being the surf community, go out there, come be a part of our contest, And then we've all lived here, grew up in the surf world, so all of our friends, all of their kids. This is really, Surf Rodeo started as a community thing just for the neighborhood.
Yeah. And you've been around since the beginning?
Yeah,
or?
since the very day.
Dang.
Yeah. I used to work at JD's surf shop called the Beach Hut. I had a surf contest down south to go to, and I asked him, I go, hey dude, front me $150 sponsorship for a surf contest so I can go surf. And he's like, what would it take to put on a surf contest? I'm like, that's easy. He's like, what if we put our band down at the end of the street and we put a surf contest for the neighborhood? One day, banger, Dottie country, it's like go Liberace.
That's so cool. Yeah.
The Rhinestone Cowboy.
Yeah.
When we first started, we got old boards from people's backyards from like the 70s and 80s, and it goes into a corral.
That's
you
crazy.
Bring it, and we made a big corral of boards. And so when you check in, you get a jersey and you get a cowboy hat painted the same color as the jersey, right? And then you walk into the corral of boards and you pick a stick out of the sand. Whichever stick you picked, that's the board you had to ride.
Oh wow! Okay,
so it's just like going to a rodeo and riding a bull.
Okay.
Yeah.
You draw the bull. You go, oh, I'm riding that bull.
So there's the heats, the surf events. Then there's also the walk on water surf part. There's the paddle part. How many surf events and water events are there?
As we've grown to a bigger event, obviously Walk on Water's come on. It's one of our nonprofits.
Yeah.
It's a great cause. It brings so many different athletes with different abilities, to the water and puts a lot of smile and healing on the faces,
Yeah.
And then we have the standard surf contest with the retro boards that we talked about, and then the grease pig. And then this year I'm adding a professional timed hang 10 event. So yeah, like hang 10 only. And it's time, so whoever gets the longest hang 10s wins.
So explain a hang 10 for people that don't know.
So hanging 10 is when you put your 10 toes over the front of the surfboard after you set the surfboard up in the right part of the wave. You walk up to the nose and you stand on the very front like a hood ornament of a car.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Okay, so when I said for people who don't know, I was talking about me.
That's all good.
I used to
It's surf
surf.
lingo,
What
you know
is
what I
this?
mean?
So I can ask in a really nice, cool way.
Well, the clothing hang 10,
Yes.
you see the 2 little feet.
So, but I didn't
Same
know
thing.
exactly what that was.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
We'll be having people from Uruguay, Brazil, Hawaii.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're all like the
It's
best.
huge. It's
I
so
invited
crazy.
the best in the world to come and like showcase something really special, and it's fun. The history on that is that the very first time nose ride event was here in Ventura in 1965. The very first professional surfing nose riding event. It's a specialty event. It's not about like ripping the whole wave. It's about seeing how long you can stand on this front of this board and you have 9 or 10 feet of surfboard behind you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in front of you.
Yeah. So you surf, right?
Yep.
How long do you do it for?
That's a good question. I'm retired now. Now I put on surf events. I make specialty events like this and invite the people. I judge big events and help other surf contest coordinators put on good events. So it's something that's really fun. I used to do it professionally, and now I like bringing on the young.
Yeah, now you're like, oh, I can help you do this. I've already done my
and
part.
showcase your talents like an athlete. You know?
Exactly.
Like, these are WSL athletes, the World Surf League athletes.
That's so crazy cool.
Yeah. But bringing them to a corny, rad event too. Like come into our way.
Yeah.
I'm inviting all these world traveling like surfers or
It does feel like a different world up here too.
You buy the tickets for the event on the surf contest. You get to surf for free basically at the event, and then you get to do once you make the final of the surf contest. Excuse me. You have to run a hay bale obstacle course. For fastest time.
That is so awesome.
So even though if you surf like awesome for the contest, you don't necessarily win, because if you suck at jumping over hay bales and swinging across a rope swing and like climbing under a hay bale, then
this
you might
is
not be
amazing.
number
I
one.
definitely am excited.
You know, and then you take it. Oh, you mean like the
Like
surf
if
contest?
somebody were to be
Or just
putting
college?
on an event,
Oh.
their first one, planning their first one, what advice do you give?
Hope you're a friendly person and have a lot of friends who want to make an event with you. You know what I mean? That are willing to put in the hours that you are. If you want to have a good event, you have to have a good team. You know what I mean? Nobody can do anything by themselves.
Yeah.
That's number one. Nobody can do anything by themselves.
That is good advice.
Super good advice.
My name is Mickey, and Mickey House.
Okay.
And I do the ticketing and the merchandise for Surf Rodeo, and I've been doing it since we started.
Now you
1997.
say ticketing and merchandise, but everybody says that you have many more jobs than that.
Well, yeah. Well, my main thing is ticketing and merchandise, but I work with the cornhole department, make sure they have all their tickets, everything's straight. I work with the surf department, and I just make sure all the contestants, the things don't get sold out. I have to make sure that nobody oversells and give all the names to Vince and Adam, who are in charge of the surf competition. Same thing with cornhole.
Okay.
I give him bikini contest too. I give him the
So all the contests, all the lists of people and tickets. It's not just ticketing, because you say the title and it makes it sound
small,
Yeah.
but ticketing is so many more
so
things
many
because it includes so many different contests.
You're
and stuff.
humble.
So how many different contests do you think there are?
Well, the surf competition,
Okay.
the bikini contest.
Okay.
And we also have the men's bikini contest.
Okay. Yes.
And we have cornhole.
Okay.
And also we do contests on the radio.
Okay.
Like sometimes with radio stations they'll give a winner, or we'll do something on social media.
Okay. What is your favorite part about Surf Rodeo?
It's just all the community, getting everybody together, seeing everybody, especially after COVID.
Yes.
It's been 2 years. So it's been really great to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah. So this is your guys' first Surf Rodeo back after COVID. Yeah. How exciting!
Exciting.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to the one that was canceled because of COVID, and me and Beth have had plans since then, waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yes.
And so it feels good to be here with all of you guys as it's being set up.
Yeah, we just had our surf contest on Saturday. It was great having a competition again. I saw all the kids that used to be kids that would surf in the Little Wrangler contest when they were younger, back in 97 to 2001. Now they come back and they're surfing in the big bins. They're grown up, they're married, they have their own kids. Some of them have kids in the Little Wrangler competition.
Yeah,
so it's kind
that's
of
so cool
to see them as adults, having their own kids.
That's really cool. I love that the whole community comes together and helps each other and just like helps you guys, and it's really cool. So what do you do outside of Surf Rodeo?
I work at for JD still. The Boys and Girls Club thrift store on the
Oh, okay, perfect. Hey, that's fun. I like thrift stores. I've always told her too. I would love to have a thrift store. Like I would love to have like an old house and have every room decorated, but everything be for sale. Yeah, I'm gonna have it someday.
Yeah, it's fun. And
Yeah.
I know it's part of the proceeds from the top every month go to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Ventura. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
There's so many good vibes all wrapped together with everybody that is included and participating in this. Like every person that we've talked to has
something to offer, and it's just really wonderful, and it feels so like we were welcomed in as family.
Yeah, we really
nice.
appreciate being welcomed like how we have been.
Yeah, it's a great family. It's
I
like
wish I lived
family.
closer because I'd be like, can I come every Tuesday? Can I help? Can I be involved? You know,
Cornhole sold out. Surf contest.
perfect.
Still looking for bikini cowgirls, bikini cowboys.
All right, so you guys need just anybody can come and show up or to
you
do
can
it?
purchase a ticket online to enter the contest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's surfrodeo.org.
Okay. You go all out for this event.
Yes. I already started.
We did. We started today.
I knew the rules already.
Yeah, we all have a rodeo ring.
Yes, and
Surf rodeo rings.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of you guys wearing those. We talked to a couple people about them. I think it's a really
I got mine in
cool
2014, so check that out.
Do you wear it every day, or do
I don't
you
wear it
just
every
wear
day.
it? Yeah,
No, I wear
it's
it kind
big.
of rodeo.
That's why I was wondering.
Huge and gaudy.
Yeah, I was gonna say gaudy, but I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Maybe I'd be a dolphin swimming out in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can picture that too.
I get ocean vibes
I
here,
definitely
so
get
yeah.
ocean vibes,
Yeah.
free vibes. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Well, thank you for your
Yeah,
time.
we really appreciate it. We'll see you guys.
We'll
See
see
you
you at the
again.
rodeo.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
July
We will be there.
15th,
One of those
16th,
days.
and 17th.
Yeah.
Can you say it one more time?
Yes, a walk on water. AWALKONWATER.org.
A Walk on Water.
A Walk on Water. It's a phenomenal nonprofit, mostly because it's a free day for the families to come out. They come out, and we will surf the entire family if need be.
Yes, the siblings. That's what it's an
The siblings.
inclusive. Yeah, siblings and
So that they feel more comfortable to go out there with somebody
and it's a
that
day,
they know.
Or just a day for them to
Yeah.
have an experience
Yeah.
that is a regular beach day for a family.
So you-
I think the number one thing is safety. We want
Yeah.
to make sure everybody's safe,
Right.
everybody's having a great time. So we have volunteers that are at the registration booth. They're doing beach setup. They're aiding. Chaperones are with the athletes until they get in the water, and then beach safety helping them in the water. Water safety helping them while they're in
Right.
the water. It's a pretty phenomenal.
That's really cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so many people working together. So,
Yes.
Are all of those people from out here in Ventura County that you guys all just get together?
Well,
Or
we're
do they
from
come in from
everywhere.
everywhere?
Yes.
Or okay, so surfers
So,
from everywhere coming in.
Yes.
Okay.
And anybody can go and sign up as a volunteer.
Okay.
They go to the website. They can pick an event.
And that's the same website you gave
Same
earlier.
website.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think what's really awesome about a walk on water, and I know this from my own personal experience, and I know Denise also, is you go to one event and it sucks you in because you want to do whatever you can to give back to the community, be a part of this. It's phenomenal. You see the therapeutic
Right.
change happen in
Yeah.
front of your face.
Yeah.
and
Volunteers,
and we're
mean,
family. We are family.
We're
She's
family.
like my sister.
Yeah,
Like this,
we met there and we're like family.
There's a lot of companies like this up in Ventura. We did a car show with Industry Horror.
Oh, right. Yes.
You guys know them?
I know of them. Yes, they have a storefront downtown.
Yeah.
And they employ
like
people,
on the
with special
spectrum.
needs.
Yeah.
The parents of like that are volunteering, just like us.
Yeah.
They're bringing their kids, and the crowd in Malibu, like all these, we call them the Groms. So these kids, these young kids, neurotypical, they don't have special needs, are learning about being inclusive, including people, and you guarantee that if they see a kid at school getting bullied that's special needs because of a walk on water, they're going to stand up.
And that's amazing because really we need that. I mean,
Yes.
that's probably what we need out of everything in our
Right.
schools right now is that type of learning.
Inclusiveness, and it's just really cool to see these kids grow up and be a part of it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is their first year back. They're going to be on the beach. They have parking lots blocked off. They have the world's largest beach bar. They had the surf contest, cornhole contest,
bathing suit, women's bathing suit bikini contest, men's
bikini contest. Yeah, it
they
is that.
have bull riding. They have games and just Oh, they were saying all the really known people that play cornhole are coming out. All the surfers from all over the place are coming out to this event.
Yeah, it's the world's biggest cornhole contest. It's a big deal, and it's a lot of things that you didn't realize had big deals.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because growing up, my dad would host horseshoe contests, and we would play horseshoe. I've not known outside of Surf Rodeo for there to be cornhole contests, and they are fucking serious about it.
They are, and they're big. It's just amazing what they do. They make their own rings, so people that have been working and helping on this for years and dedicating their lives to it, they earn a ring so that they have that ring, and it's a horseshoe ring, and one of their gentlemen make it, and it's like everybody there makes it.
Everybody
and they put everything
in the community, yes, so it's JD has these ideas, and then all these people who we have interviews with speaking so highly of the event and of JD and of one another. All of these people from the community come together as friends and offer their skills and talents into this event, and it became such a wonderful, wonderful thing. And now it's huge and
now
international.
And the whole town gets together, and they all put in a hand, and they all do things, and they all get together, and that is what a community is supposed to be like.
Yes.
You only wish to have friends like that, and to have so many of them.
Dirty Sisters, we're trying to do with Dirty Sisters what Ventura has because of a geographical location. With Dirty Sisters and a Nameless production, because that's, our dialogue
both of them
that
too.
we use to speak to people. But through Dirty Sisters, we're creating that community, only it's not because of a geographical location. It's not because we all live in the same place. It's because we all appreciate and listen to the same music.
Yeah.
So we have that same kind of group and friendships and community that JD has in his town that we created from Dirty Sisters.
And so with that,
right?
Yes, yes, Jessie. And so with that, I can finish and go on with the fact that when you do that and you have people who trust you and you believe in each other, you can do anything. You literally can do anything when you have a village of people working together. And so that's why I don't understand why the world is so divided, because it would be so easy to just everybody use their skill, and then we would all get along, we would all work together and so if we can't do that with the whole world, we're going to do that with our community and the people who are wanting the same thing. So everybody listening to this, you are going to know that you're also invited to do this as well. You love that music, you're here for that same reason, and I want everybody to have that same feeling. My goodness, I'm kind of jealous of it. That clubhouse in itself is a place where if you're feeling lonely or you're having an issue or you need something, then you can go there. One of the gentlemen was telling me that him and his family through COVID, they went there and they did their Thanksgiving dinner because nobody was there and they just needed to get out. So they went there. And fun fact, you didn't know this, the red kitchen that's in there, that was Doris Day's kitchen in her show. And Roseanne Barr, Doris Day, everybody has cooked in that kitchen. And the whole kitchen was the house was demolished. And one of JD's friends called up JD and said, "Oh my God, you'll never guess what house I'm demolishing. You need to get over here right now and pick up this kitchen." Got over there, they picked up the whole kitchen. That's crazy. And now they have this huge kitchen in there, which we can show a picture because I took a little video for you.
Hey, that is really cool. Yeah. This is a weird thing.
I forgot to tell her.
When they demolish houses like that, you can buy pieces like that, and they'll give you certificates to prove that it's true.
Oh yeah, there was a certificate. There was a certificate and a picture of her and everything up there.
I was gonna say, my ex-husband's mom, a friend got her one of Marilyn Monroe's doorknobs.
That's pretty cool.
So David's mom has a doorknob from Marilyn Monroe's house.
Jessie and I had such a good time, and we felt so special and so important here. They were so excited that we were there to shine the light on them and behind the scenes of what they do, because it's a lot of hard work. There's so much work that goes into putting together such a big, large event. to make sure that everything runs perfect.
Yeah.
And they seem to have it down. They have the village behind them, the people behind them to make it work. That's a question we asked. What is some advice that you would give to somebody?
To us.
To us. Yeah.
To us.
And we're going to share that advice with you.
What advice would you give us who is just starting out in that same kind of endeavor?
Yeah.
And you said have
people.
Have the support. Have your people.
You have to have your people.
And it feels good because when we think about it, I believe that we do.
It's nice to have that behind us, you know?
So when you're looking for your people,
Yeah.
you need to find someone who has the same goal, the same overall dream, but they have to have a little bit of a different idea about how to get there than you, because that's how you can find new ways for when you reach an obstacle. You have someone on your team who can go about it a different way and work around that obstacle when you couldn't.
Or when you're stumped, you have somebody else's brain.
Yes.
It helps.
I'm Jessie.
Jessie.
Melissa.
Melissa, got it.
Will you please introduce yourself for us?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Jesse, Melissa, thank you for coming over to our Surf Rodeo meeting. We're getting so close to the wire.
Well, thanks for having us.
This is when the vibes and the energy just...
Yeah.
So it's really nice to be to interview all us crazy lunatics that make all this happen.
Hey, it's been really fun.
Are you having fun?
Oh yeah, great time.
So that's only going to amplify the fun you have on the rodeo day.
Yeah, no, and just knowing that we met people and that we see how much, to see it all come together. I know Jessie's been there before. She actually worked it before with her dad.
I love Surf Rodeo. I do, a lot.
I've never seen it in person. I've just seen pictures and I'm super excited.
Well, we
So-
know you're going to have a good time.
Yeah,
It's,
I am.
Some people think it's a drunk fest with a bunch of bands and lunatics running in the sand.
It probably is, but I don't drink, so it won't be a drunk fest for me.
There's a little bit of that, but there's everything.
I've always gone. I've taken my kids every time I've gone. Like,
Do they just run amok or do you have them on leashes?
nope, no leashes. No, none for mine.
Good, because that means you're a well-disciplined mother.
Oh yeah, they're pretty. Okay, so what do you do?
Well, I do a lot of things. I'll tell you an interesting story starting off with how I met JD in Surf Rodeo.
Okay.
Prior to us purchasing the RV store and the Subaru store, they were already involved with Surf Rodeo. And they said, you have to go sponsor this Surf Rodeo thing. So I came to the meetings early on, first times, and I'm looking around the clubhouse, which looks nothing like it did now.
Yeah.
And I said, who are these people? I mean, we're involved with golf events, food share events, all kinds of fundraising events. And of course, Surf Rodeo has that with the Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
And the other little charities that we give money to. Well, as the TikTok got closer to the big day or the month when we all moved down to the beach to make it all happen, I all of a sudden realized these people do not sit around. These people that look like they can't walk across the street, they work their butt off. They build sets, they put up lighting stages. There's a chalkboard, I don't know if you caught that on film, maybe it was behind the curtain of all the bands, what time they're due, the city permits, everything, and I went, okay, I got it. For you to, your question to JD earlier was, what do you think it is that makes you bring all this together? Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Butch and Sundance, when they were running from the law, were always asking, who are those guys?
Yeah.
Well, we're those guys that just follow JD right into whatever he wants us to do. Because it's fun, and we're going to get it done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're a sponsor, and I bring some cars out there. And to date, 19 Surf Rodeo family members have purchased cars from me.
Dang.
It's not about the cars. It's about
the family, the community.
Yeah. So that's kind of, I do. Anyway.
So now we know where to send somebody to purchase a car because we know that you're going to treat them right.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
That's the big thing we do.
Yeah.
But it's, but anyway, it's the bigger picture.
Right.
Girls will know. Being entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I'm very enamored with you two starting out and doing this. So
We are just starting too,
Yeah.
and I appreciate the work. We came here and I was like, okay, everybody has a job, and it's nice to see that because when we go home, we don't just go home, we go home and there's still another job. And
Well, do you two enjoy it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is
there's your
because
enthusiasm.
yeah, this is since we started doing this, we've met so many amazing people, people that now we consider friends. We can respect them and get, advice and really cool things like that. So I'm stoked on meeting everybody. Like all the things that you're saying is like the ideas that Jessie and I have, we have a bunch of people that run with our ideas. They know we're real. We're real, we're real at what we want. We want nothing but to like make people step out of their comfort zones, do extra, help each other, all those things. So we understand that, how hard it is, because Jessie and I do it all by ourselves. We work really hard. We put all of our sets together, and when we come and do stuff like this, it's super exciting because we didn't originally start off doing stuff like this. So we've been stepping up the ladder.
Into it. That's what you do. It keeps evolving.
And so everything just keeps coming, and we're like, okay, we could do that. Okay, we could do that, and then we meet really cool people like all of you guys.
I want to say I appreciate your hat.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually one of the Surf Rodeo hats that could be awarded. I have too many cowboy hats, so I don't need any more. But sometimes JD will make me wear one. He said, "Hey, I want you to be Dale Hart Jr. tonight." So I put it on. I put it on for the feast and wore it around for a little bit.
I brought mine just
and it
for
fits
today.
you well.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
And I got to talk to the two of you. So
My favorite question, it's coming. What if you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Well, since JD already stole my favorite animal, just because he's kind of slow and methodical and works his way through it, I thought about the alligator, and then I decided to go for the condor just to pick bones clean. No, that's not true.
Hey.
That's not my nature. Not my nature at all. The giraffe.
Yeah?
I'm the giraffe too, so.
Just stretching my neck to keep getting better, learning from mistakes, and growing. Although, after a while, my neck gets tired.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. The rhino is the other one. I'm exaggerating.
You'd be a rhino?
The rhino, because they don't attack unless provoked.
Oh, okay.
And
Hippos
very
do.
Yeah, and the rhinos are very stable, and, Anyway.
Rhinoceroses are basically chubby unicorns.
They are
That's
just
right.
unicorns.
So since I'm a Capricorn, I guess I could kind of fit in. I just gotta put a horn on my head. But not tonight.
Yeah.
Not
tonight.
I wish you two the best with your interview.
We appreciate
you both
it.
a treat. You're both kind of banter back and forth. So.
Well, we will see you again. I know we will.
All right. Well, I'll be helping Brett with the cornhole tournaments, bouncing around with the microphone in my hand, and then.
Me too. Same thing.
We'll have microphones as well.
We'll interview each other.
Yes. We'll be like, so now that you're here.
All right. Well,
What
thanks for
animal
having
do you
me,
want to be
ladies.
today?
You're a
Thank
treat.
you.
We'll see you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Yes,
couple weeks.
we'll be there.
Thank
Live
you.
on the sand.
Yep.
All right.
Hobbling around. They have that community, and we're forming that community, and everybody listening, even right now, is part of that community.
Yeah.
And it's just, it felt good to see it. It felt good to know that we have it, and it felt good to know that all of you are included in it.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
And it felt good to see that we're actually on the right path, because we saw where they started, and now we see where they are years and years later. And all it took was to stay on that same goal, is to make it the best that it can be, and to work as hard as you can, because I feel like we're as dedicated as they are.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's a really good segue into the last couple things we want to talk about, because we have experienced a few different times where we are trying to plan our 50th episode.
We want it to be so amazing, and we've been putting it together in our heads and everything.
It's a big deal to us, and we want to be able to celebrate it and shine the light on all of the people that we've had the chance to speak to. We want to catch up with some of our old interviews and see if any of them have reached their goals that they've told us about over the last year. We have a lot of things and goals and plans that we want to reach for that episode.
Yeah.
In getting to that and planning something that big is a buttload of disappointment.
Yeah, especially when you feel like you found the solution to something, and then like right away it gets ripped out And then you find the solution to it, and then it gets ripped out.
Because we're working with people who aren't our people.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to pull in outside people and say, do you want to join our team?
Yeah.
Do you want to join our team and do this with us?
Yeah.
And they say yes, but then they're like, I don't know.
They're a little nervous. They don't trust yet. They don't have the trust.
Yeah, because we're building our community from the
ground
bottom up.
We're still here.
Yeah. And so it's taking a lot of hard work. Part of that hard work is this upcoming weekend, we have somewhere to be every single day.
Yeah.
And it's 4th of July weekend. We don't get to go camping or get to go out. We have to be at shows. And it sounds silly to say it that way, but going to concerts is our job now. And even if we don't have the physical energy or the gas to fucking get there, it's our responsibility to make it and
Especially
to get there because we gave our word that we will be there for an interview.
Because somebody's depending on us.
Yes. It is our
We've
job
talked
to
about
be
this
there.
many times throughout our episodes, and Jessie and I definitely are. This girl will be dying, literally dying. And I'll literally be having a mental breakdown on one of my worst mental days.
And we'll fucking show up.
And we'll show up and we'll fucking do it. And we will make it like neither one of us are having a bad day at all. Because that's what you do when you tell somebody yes. I'm tired of people saying yes and then taking the yes back.
We just have to keep going, okay, fine, next.
We're
fine.
We're not afraid that the best place and the best thing isn't going to work out, because Jessie and I will make sure that our dreams for this happen.
We're okay with rolling with the punches and taking it as it comes, but it's getting to the point now where we're trying to make real actual plans with people, and these people that we hold at a higher level than us aren't following through and aren't keeping their word, and I'm realizing that they aren't working as hard as us. They're not at the same level as we are. We have communication between us, and these people that we're trying to bring on our team aren't communicating the same level as we are. And I'm going, come on, people.
Yeah, and it's hard because the other thing is we aren't picking all the people from our community. We have to talk to.
We need to go back to our own community when we're seeking these people out. Because that was the advice from JD and most of the people that he had there. Is you have to have your people to build this. So we just ranted for a long time, and you guys aren't going to hear all of that rant. But we ranted only for me to come to the realization that all of our disappointments are because we were seeking help from outside
of our
community. Circle. And we worked so hard to build this circle and this community, and we watched at Surf Rodeo all of these wonderful people offer their skills and introduce themselves and give us their little bits of what they add. We literally have a list on Dirty Sisters of all of the women and their jobs and skills.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that the people in the community are being able to utilize their skills as well, because we all need each other.
Yes, we do. Okay, so quick updates before we go. DirtySisters.org, we are going to be changing a lot of our merch.
Oh, yes. We have some amazing, cool summer stuff coming up.
And tons of it is disappearing. We had a buildup of merchandise on our website.
Yeah, it was actually starting to get a little overwhelming for us, too, so we can't imagine what it was doing to you guys.
It was out of control, so website is under maintenance.
Yes.
Merch store is under maintenance. You can still get stuff. We subscribe to our YouTube, youtube.com/namelessrules. And
follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
A Nameless Production.
And we're still looking for sponsors. We have a few, as you guys caught in our commercial break. But we're always looking for sponsors. If you want shout outs and individualized commercials by
yours truly.
Yeah.
We can do it for you.
We're down to do that as long as it's, cool shit that we agree with overall.
Yeah.
It can't be like Viagra pills or something.
I mean, obviously not.
I'll be like, nah.
I'm not taking those, bro. I'm cool. I don't want to take that.
So,
I I do want to do just a quick moment for one of our sisters who is in the Dirty Sister group. Janelle Self was taken from us way too soon. And we just, we feel horrible for her family and her son. And
it's an open case. If anybody has any information, call the police. There's a phone number for you to call.
If you know anything that happened or you saw anything or you heard anything, you guys can contact the San Diego Police Department.
Yeah. Light a candle for Janelle and we'll take a moment real quick. All the love to her little baby Caleb.
Yeah.
And also love to Kaya of Sensi Trails. He is in the hospital. If you follow him on Instagram, he does post updates in his Instagram stories, but he's doing okay. He's had multiple surgeries, and he won't be playing anytime soon with Sensi Trails. But send love. There are GoFundMes for his health and surgeries and all of that. There's links all over Facebook and all over the internet. So help him out. Music community, that's what we're here for. He's still here. We talk about all these people who are gone. Kaya's still here,
so let's get him back and out on the stage again.
Yeah, so if anybody can help, look that up, donate if you can.
Real quick, I was going to say, I love the reggae community. Me too. I love how they come together and they work together to try to make sure that not only when somebody passes away, that their families are helped out with funeral expenses. They also help find family members. They also help come together and work together as a team to try to figure things out. So I've never seen a community outside of Surf Rodeo's community.
That's Ventura.
And that's why I love our community. That's why, because we all do work together, and now we're just trying to get everybody to do it.
Yeah.
So
there's support out there, and we're here to support you guys, and if you guys need it, let us know. We'll be there for you.
Yeah.
And if you want to be there for us, dirtysisters.org, buy our merch, or, there's an option to donate as well. It helps us with our sets and gas and all of that stuff so we can continue sharing all of these wonderful people with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.